All right. All right. We are back with some FM. And on top of that, Inter lost. So today's FM session could go utterly atrocious, but Inter lost. So it doesn't matter. Life is good. Life is good. Okay.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. It's a great time to apply for an Apple Card. You'll love earning unlimited daily cash on every purchase. That includes 3% daily cash when you buy the latest iPhone, AirPods, and Apple Watch at Apple. Through this special referral offer, when you get a new Apple Card, you can earn bonus...
You save, yeah. Oh, Dylan, how's the skiing going, mate? I don't know if you saw my message, but I asked you if you've done your ACL yet. Obviously, I hope you haven't. Inter loss, you're going to lose. Mate, I know, but look, all I'm going to say is imagine the scenes when we beat Galatasaray 4-0 and we got to the Champions League final. No. Yeah, we're crashing out tomorrow. But Inter lost today. And it wasn't even a loss that's like, oh, whatever. Like, they dominated Bodo, couldn't score. Bodo got lucky on one goal. Second goal, very nice goal. Absolute cinema. Yeah, Dylan, this save is well, I mean, you can look at the Excel, the Google Doc, but it's like the saves me and you do, but it's with a very crap German team. So we'll see what happens. If you can be able to play football for the more than 20. Yeah, see, that would be that'd be great, right? That'd be ideal. There's a part of me that believes that probably won't happen. So, but it is what it is. We are here, more importantly, to play some FM, right? And that's exactly what we're going to do. So the team is as follows, as you guys remember. Last stream, we got everything we needed to get. I also did put in the Discord a link to the Google Sheets for I'm basically gonna like this page. Let me show you, like the career stats. I'm gonna fill it out with all the players that we get throughout the save. In that Google Sheets, so we can keep up with, who we've had like in season 1 versus who we have in like season 5 or something. You know what I mean? So, it's going to be interesting, but here we go. I think your biggest threat tomorrow ain't Ozzy or Coco, it's Di Gregorio, mate. He's a footballer. I can safely tell you that he is a professional footballer somehow, some way, somehow. I don't know. But he is a footballer. Do I think Di Gregorio's shit? No. I don't think he's shit. But I will say, I think Di Gregorio struggles in certain games to just not be a dumbass. So, anyways, enough about Juve. They're not important right now because I will prepare for the crash out tomorrow. More importantly, we have the team right now. The team right now is set up like this. Out of formation, we're playing a 2-back, which is going to be interesting, to say the least. And in possession, we have a 4-back. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Nathan? What happened to no loan players? Oh, yeah. So, I guess that's actually a good point. I forgot to add this to the rules. Yeah, that's you actually make a good point there. Yeah, so these two were there when we got the team. So the way we're going to treat it, because like obviously these rules are going to be the rules for any other save I do with this like system. Basically, the way this is going to work is we're forced to sell these two players at the end of the season. Like if we have any loan players here, because obviously we couldn't sell them now, right? We're forced to sell them at the end of the season for whatever their price is. So, that's already 2 signings we're going to have to think about for next season. But yeah, we did not sign these 2 on loan. These 2 were here off the rip. And, to confirm, 25, 26, and 25, 22. So there you go. More importantly, I didn't realize last time that this team played a game against 1860 Munich and lost. So, you know what I mean? But anyways, we have a match right now. This is the team that... I hate ads, bro. I need an ad blocker, bro. I do have an ad blocker. Oh no, I have a popper blocker. And Vaughn, the guy from... Yeah, I think it is. Let me actually check. But I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, bro. Enough of the app. Yeah, and he's only 33. Why did I think he'd be like 36, bro? I mean, he still looks like a very viable player. Also, I didn't put this in the rules, but I don't think I really need to. You see how on Volland right now it says not for sale? Any player that says not for sale when we're doing the, team, like when we're doing the draft scouting at the beginning of the season, no matter what, we cannot sign them. Because if we don't know the value, obviously we can't sign them. And we're also not allowed to ask like the agent, because sometimes that lowers the price. So I don't want to, So more importantly, we're going to start with the tokens, hopefully, today. And I've decided for the first season for sure. For the second season, we'll see. For the first season, what we're going to do is we're going to sim every game. And I know that might not be super popular, but I want to get to the point where we can sign, like great players. Okay? So we can definitely, what I was planning on doing is I'm going to sim the game, watch the goals, sim game, watch goals, sim game, watch goals, and go on like that. We're obviously going to I have the token list on the side over here. I'm obviously going to keep up with it. I'm going to highlight, score a hat trick, for example, so I know that it's taken off the list. And as we go, we'll get tokens, and then maybe we can also, recalculate a potential of a player. I don't really know if I want to do it for any of the players I have right now, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, here we go. Also, Nathan, I didn't even ask how you're doing, bro. My bad. How are you? Have you had a nice day? Oh, and as you see, I did also do the all the contract situations. That way, no one comes in for our players, because the whole point is, well, keeping these players, that we sign. So, yeah. Well, I think we're just gonna start like this. Bohemian. I mean, he's a cam, not a really good cam, but for now, we'll just keep him like that. All right, let's instant result. Okay. So we've lost the first game. Obviously, if we lose a game, I'm not gonna watch the goals because I don't really want to. But that's unfortunate. Yeah, whatever. All right, well, let's just keep going. Yeah, because I just want to get past this season. Honestly, I also just kind of want to get past the next season too. You know, get into the Bundesliga, start, you know, start the real player swaps. Okay. Lots of expressionless. Other thing I forgot to do, and that's my bad, is this. Where's the season preview? Did we not get the season preview? Stages? XG table overall? Or am I stupid? Season preview. Okay. So the big three are, and I'm actually going to put them in. Top three predicted. Hansa Rostock. Hansa Rostock. TSV 1860 Munich. And FC Saarbrücken. Those are, by all intents and purposes, the top three predicted sides. So if we beat any of them, you know, we will get a token. Yeah, whatever, bro. Brothers to be here, yeah. Boom. Okay. This, I need to put our transfer budget. Okay, I can't change it for whatever reason, because I like to put the transfer budget that we ended on in so that they, you know, the club can manipulate it and stuff. But whatever, bro. Okay. All right, so the team doesn't believe in themselves whatsoever, which is, you know, not great, but it is what it is. Sorry, did I just see that correctly? Why is he in the league? Why is he in the second? Why is he in the second team of Stuttgart? He's worth 75 million. Brother, you're joking. This can't be serious, right? All right. No Kemaka. Yeah, literally, bro. Oh yeah, Dylan. So, 1 to 3 days, of course. So we don't have him. Yeah, Dylan. It's literally the exact same like type of way me and you play the saves when we do them. It's just like that. The new players that I have signed were Ugondu, Dennis Wilpoha, Timothy Fosumensa, Tugbenyo, and Zentric. But yeah, obviously, like, it's a bit different because, like, I'm scouting for myself, you know? But I still do have the wheel. So, like, you know, I can put expensive players, but then I don't actually know, like, when I'm going to be able to, you know, pick them. So, you know, we'll see how it goes, but yeah, okay. So maybe I should do this. In possession, let's do that. And then out of possession, we do that. Let's see if that's a little better. And then let's not make him a dropping midfielder, just make him a DM. Okay. Let's put you in there, my friend. How are you already tired? Yeah, see, that would be fantastic. Honestly, that would be awesome. Well, actually, to be fair, you actually give me a really good idea here. One thing I can do is I can export the save file and put it in my Discord. Like, let's say we get to January, right? And I'm like, you guys do the scout. I'm giving you 2 days. And, like, as much as you guys are able to, you know, put out. Boom. And then, there you go. Well, obviously, it would require, like, you guys to be able to, you know, have FM handy so you can open the save and actually, you know, play. Dude, that's actually a really good idea. I didn't think about that. It's a good idea. I mean, I'd have to find a way to do it. Yes, we've won the first game. Come on. We'd have to find a way to do it where it's like first come, first serve for positions. So, like, let's say I put it, and then you, Dylan, say, oh, I'm going to scout for strikers. So that's off the table for anyone else who wanted to do strikers, for example. And then so on and so forth. And then whatever doesn't get done, you know, that's what I'm saying. If by the time of the stream, the scouting isn't finished, I, you know, get on the stream, I'll finish the scouting, and then we'll roll the wheel and hope, like, I have to do it in a way where, like, maybe I get sent the list by people and I don't open it until, because what if someone can't be on stream is what I'm saying, you know what I mean? So that's you know what? Before I forget, bro, let me do this. It's a really good idea. I'm pretty sure all I have to do is just share, like, the save file in the Discord. And I think it would be fine. So, more importantly, we won a game. We won the first game of our first win. Let's see the goals. So Ugondu scored and Bohnian scored. Yeah, maybe Dylan. Oh, never mind. I thought there was like did we not sign a Gaudino at some point when we did the Wigan save? I think we did. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. How do we concede? I remember. I don't know why Gaudino sounds like such a like similar name for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Muller. Oh, what a finish. Come on. Yeah, this first season I'm going to sim all the games just because that way we can, like, you know, hustle to the next season and hopefully get promoted, and then hopefully get promoted again to the Bundesliga and get, you know, real money. Real bad man. You know what I mean? Oh my god, that's such a bad goal to concede. That's such a shite goal to concede, bro. That was a really good idea, Dylan. I didn't think about that. I'm glad you gave me that idea. Because, yeah, that would be a really good way to actually bring you guys into the save as well. Literally be the scouting department. You know what I mean? How did we score the second goal? Why do they... I like how I, like... Ooh, what a finish. Like, I like how I, you know, click to just see the goals, and then it's just, like... You know... Like the entire highlight. All right. Victoria Köln, I think, is the team we're playing up next. Oh, how are these guys already all tired? Bro, what are our training facilities? Wait, how is everyone all, like, genuinely so tired? All right. Your training schedule? Yeah, I mean, probably. Probably. It's fine. We'll just make a couple subs here and there. There you go. All right.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? Yeah, Nathan, did you hear anything about my conversation with Dylan? We tied. We tied 1-1. That is unfortunate. So, okay. So, Nathan, this is what we're going to do. It's going to... It'll work, I think, to a degree. It'll work to a degree, okay? But, so, okay, so you saw how I scouted for season 1, right? You know, I went, I scouted, I had like a certain positions I had to buy, and I had a certain thing I needed to do for each position. What I'm going to do for season 1 and onward, or for season 2 and onwards, is when we get to the day of, like we're going to end the stream on, like, let's say the day the transfer window opens, okay? Which is the day that we do the scouting anyways. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to export my game file. I'm going to export my save file, I'm going to send it to the Discord. And when I send it with the save file, I'm also going to send the list of positions and like the prices like I did on like for the first season into Discord. And then it's going to basically be first come, first serve for, that was a good finish, for people to go into the save file and scout for those positions. So then the next stream, obviously then I'll scout whatever positions weren't scouted for. And then the next stream, we'll do the market with the players that the community has scouted for me. Which is pretty cool, I think. It's pretty cool. But it'll be interesting, because the way I'm thinking about doing it as well is... basically have it so that let's say you, Nathan, are, you know, I send everything into Discord, and you're the first one to reply, and you're like, I'm looking for a striker. So you open your Word document, you open FM26, you scout for the striker. Let's say I sold a striker for 1 mil, so you find me a striker that's 500k or below. You find me a striker that's 1 to 3 mil, that price range. Just 1 mil. And then you find me a striker that's 2 mil. Then you send me that Word document on Discord, because that way, when I start up stream, let's say you can't be there for the stream for whatever reason, which is, you know, totally understandable and totally fine. At least I have your document with your list. And when I'm doing the market, even if you're not here, I can see the players. And that way also, I don't get any spoilers for the players until the stream. So it's a little bit, you know what I mean? It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, well, I have to figure out a way to do it, because I'm pretty sure I can just download the save file and just send it, like without, you know, with no problem. So yeah, I can just copy the game file, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, bro. No, because if you know, people are like, you know, on it, I think it'll be really fun. I think it'll be a really fun idea. I'm just gonna go like this. That's why we didn't win last game, by the way. That's why we didn't win last game. Okay. I'm going to change that after this. But yeah, we will do it that way, and it'll be dope. It'll be dope. Bro, how many ads on this damn YouTube video, man? Just listen to some music. Chilling. Okay. Yes, heck, this guy's wanted. Like, these guys are wanted. We can't be having that, bro. Can't be having that. Let me put him in. And let's go once again. But yeah, so doing it this way, we're going to get to January, like, rather quickly. And that's 2 wins. Well, that's, you know, another one. We'll get to January pretty quickly. We'll do January, and then, you know. Because the important thing is that we get to Season 2. Because that's when... Oh, really? I actually... Did you, I actually think... wave high. I actually think that... Let me see. Hello, sir. I actually think that in FM26, 2 striker formations might be a little better. Is that crazy? Oh, yeah, how nice. How do I, Oh, okay, not like that. How do I actually put it in to the thing? Find your files. Yes. Oh, it opened. Nice. Find your files. Yep. There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. What's interactive? Football Manager. Tactics. Oh, do I just make a new folder? Yeah. Do you think I should restart my game? Or probably, right? I'll check it out. There you go. One do you seal with Everton with the 2-4-3-1? I actually, bro, I do actually really enjoy the fact that ooh, I see what you mean. Oh, I see what you mean, bro. And then it drops into a... Okay. I see what you mean. It's kind of like... I mean, not really, but... It slightly mirrors Atalanta, but I feel like Atalanta's more of a traditional like 3-4-2-1, but like the wing, like on the wings, it's a very powerful formation. You know what I mean? Nice. Oh yeah, that was good. I'm just gonna delete it, but it is. I can definitely see why you won stuff. By the way, because you know. That's pretty sweet. 17 with 5 stars is pretty sweet, bro. You see, that's exactly what I want to get to. Like I can't wait to get to the point where like we're looking at Wonder Kids. You know what I mean? Because obviously like there's gonna be some Wonder Kids that are worth like, you know, a crap ton of money that we might not even ever put in, but like it's like just seeing Wonder Kids at the point in FM is fire. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll send an announcement after stream, just basically like outlining how the scouting is gonna work and stuff. So, yeah, like if I can get you guys to like find me players, bro. I feel like the days that we do the draft is gonna be so fun. In possession and out of possession. Okay. So Fosumensa still not 100%. That is... Let me do this. Let's match. Boom. Eccentric. What happened here then? Why did it move everyone around? Wait. Ah, fuck it. There you go. Okay. I think this is fine. I do kind of want Zentric to play a little more, but I mean, I guess. Yeah, Dylan, have a good night, bro. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, I hope this save will be indeed higher, bro. No, I'll just continue like this. I want to continue playing the players like, you know, the same players a little bit over and over and over. We lose 2-0, but that's all right. It happens. The important thing this year is to get promoted. That's the important thing this year. If we get promoted, we're golden. Because that means that we can spend more money and, you know, we can cook. Excuse me. Up for man. I also should probably look at the staff at some point. What I might do, I mean, if it's okay with, you know, with you guys. What I might do, bro, how many ads are on this YouTube? Damn it, man. I don't care. Let me put some on this. There you go. Whatever, bro. What I might do is I might just like add staff with like the in-game editor. Because staff is like, you know, whatever, bro. It's not that important. Oh, and obviously, whenever there's a player that's like, you know, coming to complain, I'm gonna instantly fix his morale. You know, we don't need players to be complaining about their playing time. You know what I mean? That's not something we're here for. We're here just to, you know, make a fire team, get to the Bundesliga, beat Bayern, and get it going. Still no token, which is fine, you know, but I will say I would like to have the option. So. Flow through. Grimes one day, can't heal him. Can we praise you guys yet? Nope. Yeah, more importantly, I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. Poha's gonna be the starter because Bohinen is old as a motherfucker. And I just feel like this is a little better. You know? Tagbenyo can do a cam. So. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. And I'll update the stats sheet after every stream. Let me actually do this. Staff. Do we have why do we have 2 more coaches than we what? What? Why do we have... We have no scouts. We have no recruitment analyst. No head physio. No head of sports science. No performance analyst. Look, not looking good, but I'll take care of the staff off stream. Honestly, it's not that important. Like, you know, whatever, bro. Oh, so there you go. So this is a good example. 2 to 3 week injury. We can't undo it because it's 2 to 3 weeks. If it was even 2 to 4 weeks, we still can't undo it. But if we, if he got like a 5-month injury, then we could do it. Oh my god, dude, it's so... Okay, nice. Slowly but surely we'll get through the season. I think I definitely do want to get... I just want to get to the... what's it called? The January transfer window. Because during January, remember, we can sell one player if we want to, which looking like we probably want to. I'll just say that. All right, here we go. Come on, boys. 2-1 win. Tugbenyo and Engelberger. I mean, we do concede. We do, but, if we win games, we win games, bro. 3 wins, 1 loss, 3 draws. I mean, no. 3 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. Which, not great, but we'll take it. Because to be honest, even if we get mid-table, if we don't even get promoted this year, it's not great. But I think like the money situation will be decent. And keep in mind, we already have 450k in the bank already. So, damn. Let's see, how did we score? Well, we did obviously score twice, so I don't know what I'm saying, but how did we score? Ugondu. Oh, good finish. Good team goal. Oh, Ugondu, mate. I think Ugondu's gonna end up being like someone we love. Oh, what a finish. Engelberger. Let me turn on some lights. All right. Joshua Eze, I wonder if he's Eberici Eze's brother. Two to 3 weeks. You know what that means? Can't fuck with it. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. Also, we're coming up against Saarbrücken very, very soon. Where is the other team? Hansa Rostock is up there. They were predicted to finish third, by the way. So, all right. Okay. Nice. Nice. See, people actually train, not like in Italians FC where people just didn't train whatsoever, bro. That's Paul. That's Paul, man. Okay. So, we do have 2 injuries still, which isn't great. But I'm actually going to play Zentric. I'm going to do this. I want Zentric to get some game time. Because, you know, he's a youngster. Maybe we can develop him a little bit. All right. Instant result. Once again. Come on. Make it 2 in a row. Yes! We nearly fucked that. But doesn't matter, bro. Come on. Also, the fun part about Season 2 is that... The fun part about Season 2 is that we could get... I didn't even show you, did I? I didn't even show you, did I? Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. But also, I added 2 other tokens from last time. So win 5 in a row. is 1 token, and it is repeatable. And then promotion is 2 tokens. So the fun part about season 2 is that we're also obviously gonna spin a wheel for formations, and we're gonna spin a wheel for a challenge. And the challenge could be... It adds so much. Should I add another token? Which one, mate? Which one? Some of the challenges could be buffs. So, and obviously I'm going to change the values, comparing to the values that we actually have. But like, we get plus 5 mil, plus 10 mil, plus 15 mil. But then we also have challenges or like debuffs, which are sell 1 oldest, sell 1 youngest, sell 3 oldest, sell 3 youngest, sign only from 1 league, which then we would spin again. Sign only 24 or over players, sign only 2nd tier, sign only 1 nation, and it's the top 10. And I know Italy and FIFA actual club world ranking is not there because Morocco is, but I'm putting Italy instead of Morocco. Sign only under 25s. And then formations, we have so many. So it'll be fun. But yeah, what other... Oh yeah, I wanted to watch the goals. What other... What other token should I add? Because this is good. This is good. If you have any ideas, honestly, I'd much appreciate them. Who the fuck is this? Okay. I don't... okay. Let's see these goals. I'm just going to watch the first 3 because I don't really care about, the last 3. Or the last 2, sorry. Guys. Poha. Osumensa. Agbenyo. Celebi. Ugondu. Poha. How did Oh, no one got the assist. Celebi got the assist. Yeah. Beating Nuremberg. Oh, good save. Beating Nuremberg or Bayern 2 is plus 1 token. So beating biggest rival. That's actually a smart one. I didn't think about that. Celebi. Guys, Celebi. Oh, good finish. And that's all she wrote. That's a good one. That's a very good one. And I'll make it repeatable, of course. So beating rivals. 1 token. Repeatable. There you go. We also have Würzburger kickers. And yeah. To be fair, if we ever play them in the DFP Pokal, if they ever make it that far, but I doubt it. So. Schweinfurt. I need to get used to saying their name. Because whenever, I need to say, oh, the save is with... And I just forget. It's 05. Schweinfurt. Or a weird one. Here we go. It's going to be if you have more than 3 players with beating current cup holders in the cup. You see, that's a good one. And I'm gonna do you one better. I'm going to add that one, and I'm also going to add beating current league holders +1. And the beating current cup holders, by the way, counts in Europe too. You know, I know it's not a Champions Cup, but you get what I mean. That was smart. That was smart. All right. That's a good one. I didn't think about that one, honestly. Oh, no one to criticize. Hey, look at that. And obviously, like, let's say we're in the Bundesliga. Obviously, Bayern is going to be predicted in the top 3. Okay? If we face Bayern in the DFB Pokal and we beat them, that counts towards the beating predicted top 3 in the league. Because they're predicted top 3 in the league, but we place them in the cup, we beat them. It counts. Does that make sense? So, at Stuttgart too, they have, I mean, they're going to beat the crap out of me, but it is what it is. Here we go. Come on. You beautiful bastards. Come on, believe in yourselves. 0-0. You know, that's not bad. That's not bad, bro. That's not bad. You think beating Bayern and Dortmund? Yeah, I do agree. Well, okay, so beating Bayern, for example, counts in the beating rivals. Because Bayern Munich 2 is, like, obviously, yeah, the rivals are Bayern Munich 2, but it's also kind of just Bayern Munich, you know what I mean? So, okay. Beating Dortmund, the reason why I kind of don't want to put that as a token is because, like, let's say we're at a point where we're maybe not better than Dortmund, but we're, like, getting to that level. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's going to be easy to beat Dortmund, but it's like, you know, like, I don't want to make, I still want to make tokens like when we get him, it's like fair. Of course I know Luka JFTV, bro. I love him. The Miretti lookalike. He gets slated online for pronouncing players, Italian players, like. Wait, which video is this? Is this just his most recent one?
I started my degree.
Italian football so behind, bro. Yeah, look, he's not wrong. He's not. He's starting the video clapping his class. He's not. I'll watch it later. Thanks for linking it, by the way. He's not wrong. Like, Italian football is inherently backwards, bro. There's so. I genuinely, I feel like there's so much potential in Italian football that just gets completely overshadowed by stupidity and just other shit. And it's like, we do it to ourselves. And yeah, on one hand it's hilarious, but on the other hand it's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? John Nellis, I want to say I do, but I'm not 100% sure. I feel like I do know him, though. Let me see. Let me look him up. I feel like I do know who this guy is. Yeah, I know this guy. This guy's really dope. He does. I really like his videos, and he did this video where he brought a Man U fan whose favorite player was Mainu to meet Mainu without him knowing it, which is a pretty cool video idea. But yeah, he's pretty cool. Met him at Man City versus Newcastle. Oh, really? Hey, that's sick. That's awesome. Was he just like chill? You know what I mean? Was he just like, what's up? Actually, no, I'm going to do this. Also, I just realized, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, FC Saarbrücken. So this is our first potential token right here, because it's beating a top 3 predicted side. So let's see. Can we get it done? Sheesh! Oh my god, we did it. That's the first token of the save. Sheesh, man, you looking drippy, bro. The hoodie. Nah, you looking drippy, bro. He looks class. He looks class. No, mate, nice. Hey, those sweatpants look so comfy, bro. That's one. Whenever I beat one of them, I'm gonna... Whoa, dude, no way. Are you serious? Mate, I've been to... Because I was at Juve versus Roma in December, obviously. And he was there, but I obviously didn't meet him because he was like, closer to the pitch, and also I didn't even know he was there until after the game. But yeah, he's a really cool dude. He's a really cool dude. And to Everton versus Roma, Everton new stadium. Dude, my biggest flex to this day is I can say that I watched basically prime Dybala play, and that I watched prime Pogba play, and that I've watched Ronaldo, not in his prime, but, at Juve play. And it's like, you know what I mean? I sat in the Roma end with my mom and girlfriend. Nice, man. Nice. Oh, yeah. You're going to the Milan game soon, right? Well, like, Milan, Juve. Let's see this goal. I told you, by the way, Ugondu's gonna be our guy, bro. Ugondu is gonna be our guy. Oh, sheesh. Let's see this video. I'm watching on the side. Look at my guy, bro. Paulito, bro. I've been to the Everton stadium. It's a good. Actually, funny little trivia about. Sheesh. Yeah, that's a flex. That is a flex, my friend. That is a flex indeed. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the only stadium that I've been to in England to like actually watch a game was Goodison Park. To watch Everton versus Sheffield United in, I want to say, the 2019-20 season. And Everton lost. So it was a bunch of, like, you fucking suck. It was a bunch of that, the whole game. But it was so fun. Everyone had Dybala Totti tops. Yeah, someone had El Shaarawy. Ooh, El Shaarawy's card in FIFA 12, bro. Only real ones know, bro. That card was banging. Yeah, I've seen Roma play actually couple times. And, you know, let's do this. But yeah, what else? Who else can I say that I've watched play? Let me think. Who else can I say that I've watched play?
At Walden University, get the W. With Tempo Learning, I'm in the driver's seat. Go faster.
Yeah, dude, he was, bro. See, that's another player that, unfortunately, perfectly embodies Italian football. Because he was so promising, and then he just, you know what I mean? Yeah, bro, your catalog is like up here, bro. Your catalog is like right up there. I mean, my catalog isn't bad either. I will say I did see, you know, the best defense in Europe, Buffon, Chiellini, Barzagli, and Bonucci live. That Juventus team, bro. Marchisio, Pogba, Lichtsteiner, Asamoah, Tevez, Dybala. No, not Tevez. Well, I did see Tevez, but the Juve I'm talking about, Dybala, Mandzukic, Morata. And I don't want to be that guy, Nathan, but that Juventus beat Man City in the Champions League with one of the coldest pictures in the entirety of football, mate. The player I've seen on Champions League night, you're going to hate me, but Leipzig, Openda, and Xavi Simons both cooked and ghosted second half. Dude, honestly, like, look, I will say this. When we got Openda, okay, 5-4, what a game, bro. Holy shit. Oh, that's another token, by the way. That's another token. No, never mind. Win by 5 is a token. Not, yeah. Let me also do this, right? Yeah, when we got Openda, I was actually really, really happy. Like, I was really excited. Obviously, I was a bit, like, wary about it, you know, because I was like, you never know. But, no, I was, you know, I was really excited. And then he's just not been good at all. Who's the best technical player you've seen live at a football pitch? Ooh. I mean, I'm not going to say the obvious because, I mean, look, the top 3 would definitely be, because, okay, this might be a controversial take, but I'll ask you because I actually want to know what you think. Would you say Ronaldo is a technical player? Okay, see, because I was gonna say I have seen Verratti, and I was gonna my top 3, okay, would have been Dybala, Pogba, and Verratti. Because yeah, Ronaldo like was more, I don't know how to say, he's not like silk, he's not like that type of like I know what you mean by technical. It's like you kind of mean like, you know, do they have the panache? You know, do they have the you know, the bollocks? 1 to 2 days can't do anything. 1 to 3 days can't do anything. But yeah, the silkiest players definitely Pogba, Verratti, and Dybala. And then I'm gonna put Yildiz in there as well. Another really good technical player that I've seen, that wasn't... Oh, Douglas Costa. Let me not forget, one of the most just naturally gifted footballers with a body made of glass. Douglas Costa, I will forever stand by this notion that Douglas Costa, with no injuries, would have been remembered as one of the best wingers in Brazil's history, bro. Douglas Costa on his day was ridiculously good, especially if you think about the team that he was in. Prime Dybala, so many prime ballers. But he was up here, bro. He would steal the show. He was insane, dude. He was insane, bro. He was insane. What about you? Most technical players. I mean, obviously, Verratti, but you also do have David Silva. For your last slot in your team, prime key... Nah, you can't do this to me, bro. This is actually a good question. This is actually a really good question. Okay, wait. I'm going to ask you this. When I'm picking, am I picking, for the player to specifically play, as a 6? What a finish. Am I picking the player to play specifically as a 6, or am I picking the player just to, have in my team and I can put him wherever I want? Because if I'm picking specifically a 6, but Prime Pirlo was so good. The thing is, they're both dude, imagine them both on the same team. Imagine the ball movement on that team with both, Pirlo as the 6 and De Bruyne as, honestly, even a 10 or an 8. Bro, that team would be insane. But I will say this, because I want to be fair. De Bruyne can play more positions. He can play right mid. He could play left mid. He honestly can play DM. He can play cam. He can play center mid. Pirlo can realistically only do DM and also center mid, which isn't bad, right? But let's say it how it is, right? Now, who do I think is better? I think I have the perfect thing. I think De Bruyne was the modern day Pirlo. There you go. And I've just debunked it. If I'm playing a game today in today's football, I'm picking De Bruyne. If I'm playing a game 10 years ago, I'm picking Pirlo. There you go. That's the answer. I'll do you one better, Nathan. You ready for this? I think De Bruyne is better than Xavi. And I know that might not sound crazy to you, but I know people that would say that is wild to say. Now, do I think De Bruyne was better than Andres Iniesta? I think Iniesta was better in dribbling. I think De Bruyne's better overall. I'll say that. Look, I'll say De Bruyne is better physically, and De Bruyne's better physically, as an all-round player than Pirlo was. But for me, I've always said, like, De Bruyne, like, is crazy at passing, okay? Wild. Pirlo is the best passer of the football that I have ever seen in my life. Ever. And now that I know that might seem biased, but that is the truth. The goals that we've conceded this game have been, like, disgusting, by the way. There you go, and we won the game 5-4. But yeah, do you actually think it's wild for me to say that De Bruyne was the modern day Pirlo? Because look, think about this, right? Pirlo was so good that even without, like, I'm not saying that De Bruyne realistically needed anyone else around him, like, to perform. But I'm saying, like, in today's football, right? I think it would be difficult for Pirlo, for example, to play in today's football. I don't think he would be physically, he could definitely adapt, but I don't think he would excel as much. I think that's why I said, if I'm playing a game tomorrow, I'm picking De Bruyne. But Pirlo's vision wasn't just the fact that he could find a pass, like, from the back of his head, It's the fact that he could chip it in behind and the ball would land and just stay. Now, I'm not saying De Bruyne can't do that, but I'm saying I've never seen another footballer that does it like Pirlo did it. That's all I'm going to say. And I love De Bruyne, bro. When De Bruyne went to Napoli, I was terrified. So I'm kind of glad that he's... Well, I'm not glad he's in... Well, it's hard to say, but... Jose Mourinho resume... Yes. I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. Yes! Yes! Yes, yes, yes. He's injured for 3 to 6 weeks, which means that he's injured for more than a month, which means we can heal him. Remove all injuries. Boom. There you go. I will die on the hill. Yes. Now, again, it's tough to say. The biggest achievement, I mean, dude, winning the Champions League with Porto, like... No, Leicester winning... This might sound crazy. Leicester winning the Prem, I think, might be the most impressive footballing feat that we might ever see in our lifetime. And I know there's like people that say, oh, but the rest of the league was like, doing crap and this and that and this and that. Bro, the year before, they escaped relegation on like the last match day. Then the year after, it's not like they won the league like limping to it. Bro, they steamrolled the league. They beat Chelsea. They beat Man City. They beat Arsenal. They beat Tottenham. They beat Man U. Like, they beat Liverpool. They beat the top 6. Like, I think that achieved, like, unless we see, because even like, I'll make you an example. Even if we see like, wait, did they not beat you with the Mahrez goal? Or was that a tie? Well, I guess that ended in a tie. Or maybe you beat them, but they drew twice. Okay, yeah, there you go. But, I mean, but, okay, but, like, bro, like, you'd imagine a team that was not only relegation candidates, but like on the brink of relegation the year before, draws Man City twice. And if I remember the games, it's not like it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like the example I was going to make is this, right? Let's say that Brentford win the Prem, okay? Like next year or something, right? I don't think that's more impressive than Leicester. I think it's like, close to being as impressive, but I don't think it's more impressive. Is that crazy? That is true. That is true, but you know what I will counter to that is also this potentially for another token right here, by the way. So let's get it. Let's get another token, boys. 0-0, man. Damn it. No, I think in the yes, we can heal him. We can heal him 2 months. We can heal him. Two months. We can heal him. You are fine. I think I'm obviously not saying the Champions League is easy to win, right? But I think Leicester winning the league or Greece winning the Euros. See, again, I'm gonna see. Okay, this perfect because this still highlights what I was gonna say with the Porto versus Leicester debate. The reason I think Leicester winning it is harder is because they had to do it every single week. Like they had to turn. I'm not saying Greece or Porto didn't turn up. Tell me when you are back. Are you back yet? Okay, I didn't finish my point because I read that you got an ad. Okay, yeah. So I'm not saying that Porto or Greece didn't have to turn up every game, right? But the fact that Leicester has to turn up 38 games, 38 weeks against opponents that, on paper, were probably like better than them. On paper, should be better than Leicester. 38 games. I think that's harder to do. Now, for Greece, I don't know. Yeah, Twitch. Blame Twitch, bro. Blame Twitch. But no, I think Greece, you have like the group stage games and then the knockouts. The knockouts are one game. If you get that one game right and the opponent gets that one game wrong, you win. Like there's no redemption. You know what I mean? Porto, like there could be a redemption because it's a two-legged tie. But again, if you get the two legs correct, boom, you're in there. Like I just think Leicester's it's a bigger achievement because of the way they had to do it and because of how many games they had to get right. You know what I mean? But what do you think? What do you think? Like okay, look, this is my order, okay? Greece, Porto, Leicester. How would you change that? I'm just gonna make a couple subs. All right. Come on, boys. I got one. Let's see. We've lost 3-1. Wow. See, I probably should have known that they're second in the league. That's kind of on me. Leicester, Greece, Porto. That's fair. That's fair. Leicester saving from promotion and winning the league after, or Kaiserslautern winning Bundesliga as a promoted team. Wait, did that really happen? What year did that happen, bro? I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just like saying I actually didn't know that. That's like some football lore that I didn't know. That's actually pretty crazy, bro. As a newly promoted team, they win the league. Damn, bro, that's not even like an easy league because Bayern the next season gets the Champions League final against United, which means it wasn't like a crappy Bayern team. You know what I mean? Okay, well, to answer your question, I mean, I'd probably say Kaiserslautern. I'd probably say Kaiserslautern. Kaiserslautern. There you go. I'd probably say them. I'd probably say that's the biggest achievement. That's a bigger achievement than Leicester City. For sure. If we ever, I'm really a sucker for, the underdog story. Preferably when it's not against Juventus. Right? But I would love to see another Leicester City or a Kaiserslautern. You know, I can't pronounce that. I'm just gonna say Kaiser, bro. This is, maybe in real life we see Schweinfurt get to the Bundesliga and win the Bundesliga. Yeah, that would be crazy, no? Probably, extremely offensive to Germans. So I apologize. But I do it for the love of the game. So don't you worry there. What do you think is a bigger achievement between the two? I honestly, I did not know about Kaiserslautern. But then again, for me, Greece Euro win, Denmark Euros win. Yeah. I don't remember the exact thing. Weren't they supposed to not even be at the Euros? Or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it was something like that. All right. Let's preferably win this game, boys. Yeah. Get back to winning ways. 0-0, bro. So many draws. Uh-oh. We do have an injury. Two months. Who is this? Oh, he's not part of our... Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's not part of our actual team. Lots of draws. Lots of draws. They were knocked out by USSR, weren't allowed to play. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. No, look, on an international stage, I think Greece winning the Euros is... Like, I can't think of another nation that's not like a top nation winning an international trophy, like in recent times. You know what I mean? Like, the closest thing that comes to it is Ghana in 2010 getting to the quarterfinal against Uruguay. Quarterfinal. Yeah, quarterfinal. Who knows? If Ghana got through to the semis, you know, maybe we would have seen a little miracle there, but unfortunately that did not happen. Who else? Morocco in the last World Cup did very well. Who else? Well, what's another nation that's done like really well that like no one was expecting to do well? Under 19s doesn't matter to us. I'm trying to think. Oh, Costa Rica in 2014 World Cup. They did extremely well. Would you say Switzerland in not the last Euros, but the Euros before then? Maybe, maybe not. All right, we gotta get back to winning ways, preferably. All right, we're keeping the team the way it is, bro. Let's do this. All right, I'll just put this guy in here. Boom. There you go. All right, here we go. Bad. It's another draw, bro. We are draw FC right now. We're 9th. 2 months. He can be healed. Iraq won. Oh, yeah. That's actually a good point. That's actually a very good point. 2 months, right? 2 months. Perfect. Honestly, if a player gets injured, I want it to be like a cruciate. That way, we can just heal them, right? Yeah, wait. Am I wrong in saying that 5,000 to 1 was also the Leicester odds? I think it was. No? Yeah. Bro, imagine the crazy person who put money on that. Like, you know what I mean? Imagine someone was just like, oh yeah, whatever, bro. I'll put $50 on Leicester winning the Prem. 5,000 to 1. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, whatever. Like, how much? So wait, Because I actually don't really understand how, and see, we can't heal that. So, that's great. How does it actually work? So if I put in $10, right, into a 5,000 to 1, and they win, is the payout then 5,000 or is it 50,000? Why would it be 50,000? Oh, why am I timesing 10 times 5,000? Like, I never understand the number of, like, I obviously 5,001, I get what that means. You know what I mean? But like how much would the payout be? Okay. I see. So yeah, damn. Like, yeah, it literally, imagine the dude who put, like, he made insane bank, bro. Yeah, like, that's wild. That is crazy. The thing is, it's like, obviously, if someone had told you back then, you know what I mean? Biggest Leicester backer has decided to cash out their 5,001 each way for bet. Wait, does it tell you when he decided to cash it out? Like, was it like midway through the season? Or was it like, because by the title, it sounds Leicester currently lead the Prem by 7 points with 5 games to. Oh my god, bro! I mean, still, like, it's not like yeah, I'm saying like, oh my god, but like, he still made bank, bro. Like, that is crazy, bro. That is crazy. Like, see, when I read stuff like that, I'm just like I could never have that luck. You know what I mean? Like, I actually don't think I could ever have that luck. $20 and 100,000 payout, bro. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing with our lives? Huh? Congrats, mate. Another Leicester City fan who stood to win $250K from a $50 bet. On his win, team winning, the Premier League has cashed out for 72 grand. See, like, the thing is, like, I'm like, that's so unfortunate. See, okay. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. The thing is, if you put $50 into Leicester winning the Prem, okay? And Leicester are doing that well, unless it's obviously for like dire situations, there should be no reason for you to cash it out. Because if you lose, like if Leicester somehow comes second on the last match day, yes, it's heartbreaking, and you're like, oh, I should have cashed out. Bro, the thrill. And like, it's only 50K. Like, I feel like at that point, you just start looking to the upside. You know what I mean? Like, the guy could have had £250,000 and he cashed out at 72 grand, which, don't get me wrong, is still insane. But You see what I mean? Like, I feel like at some point you just have to get to the point where you're just like, I'm here for the long. Like, I'm committed at this point. I'm not taking anything out. I'm here. I believe in Leicester. Boom. You know? But it is what it is. Unfortunately for them. Okay, let's try with a DLF Muller because he should be a lot better. I think. But all right. Let's try it. Let's do this. We need to get back to winning ways. We do need to get back to winning ways. So that's 3 draws in a row, and that's a loss. All right. We are not looking good. Kind of plateaued a little bit. One of my friend's dad's a huge Leicester fan, bet $100 on them for promotion to PL every year. Since last year, he started betting on them to win the Premier League. Pretty happy these days. He won. Oh. Mate. That's like, what do you want to, like, you know what I mean? Like, what can you say at that point? They've cooked insanely hard. Yeah. So we're not looking great in the last 5 games. I'm gonna be honest with you. You need a little bit of a wake-up call. Need a little bit of a wake-up call here, lads. But yeah, it's not great. It's not great, but I think we can still see it. I think. We were predicted to finish 17th. And right now we are 10th. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a lot better. It could be a lot worse. Chops TV, mate. What's going on? How are you doing? Where are you from? If you're doing an FM save, what save are you doing? And who do you support in real life if you support anyone? The save we are currently doing right now is a bit of a complicated explanation. But these are the rules for the save we're currently doing. You can go read them. It's a pretty cool concept, I think. And yeah, it's I hope you enjoy the ride. Youth to gold at the moment. Bit strange how it's going. Nice. I watched. Was it Luke? I watched Omega Luke. Do a youth to gold. And it was actually a very fun watch, very fun video. Doing it with St. Pauli. Nice. Sorry, how are you finding the youth to gold? Is it difficult? Has it been difficult, or is it, what season are you at? Let me ask you that. What season are you at? Are you at a season where you can start finding nice wonder kids? Wunderkinds? I'm playing Shuranov instead of Muller. And I'm going to play with just a straight up target forward, bro. Okay, come on. Let's get back to winning ways, please. Yeah? We've won. Yes, we've won, man. Come on. First season finished fourth, and year after fought for relegation all season, had 2 board meetings but survived, and then season 3 currently 22 games in top of the Bundesliga, only third season in May. That's very respectable. Very respectable. So I'll give you kind of like the TLDR of this save. Basically, I guess it helps to know if you know what like roguelike and roguelite games are. You know, like you start with nothing, and like in a roguelike you start with nothing, and then you go through the stages and you get given random stuff and you make a build, blah blah blah, stuff like that. This save is basically a roguelite. So we start with a team, and from that team we pick 22 players with the highest value. And we fill a formation, so two players per position. And then we basically go and scout the market. Like we decide who gets sold, right? So that we always have a 22-man squad. And then we go scout the market, and we get 3 options per sold position of players that we want, and then we have to budget how we buy the players with the in-game editor, so it's fairly easy. But yeah, the link I sent has the rules, and also if you want to hop in my Discord, the rules are also in there with the stat sheet that will get updated after every stream. And more importantly, the way that the I guess buying the players works, from season 2 onwards, I'm getting the Discord to do the scouting for me, which is really cool. But yeah, it's a little bit confusing. Honestly, it's a little bit confusing. But when you actually see it, when you actually see it in motion, it gets, you're able to understand it a lot easier. Read the rules. I'm so confused. Yeah. It's definitely a little confusing. But again, like, I'll actually show you something. Look, let me show you this. So if I go here, had one of the best youth intakes I've ever had. 15-year-olds with... How? Bro, I had a save where I had maxed out youth facilities and youth training and everything. And my intakes were crap. Well, 15-year-olds who's already a 3-star is insane. Congratulations. You know what I mean? That's wild, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, let me show you a little bit, because this will be... Oh, thanks for the follow, Chops. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciated. Really appreciated, my mate. But yeah, let me show you how this works. So this is from my previous stream. The stream where I actually started the save. So what you're looking at right now is the Excel sheet where... So I sold. I decided I was going to get rid of a player. And these were the positions that I needed to fill. Okay. And the values are the actual player's values. Okay. I'm not fabricating the values, but these are the actual player's values. So this was our budget. Okay. And the way it works is, you have if I can actually get to the wheel, because I saw it. So look, so we have for the right back, after we decided who we were going to sell, then we went on the market and we had 3 options per position. So we had the right back was worth 200k. That's what we sold. That's the budget for the right back. So we have a free option, which is a cheap, medium, and high option. And the low option is always half, like maximum half the player's value. Then the mid option is always near the player's value, and then the high option is always double the player's value. Like, maximum double the player's value. So, you go like that, and then you have a wheel that decides, like, what position you have to buy. So you actually don't really know, the position you're buying until you spin the wheel. So you actually do kind of have to budget and stuff. So yeah, basically this screen right here that you're seeing right now, for season 2 and onwards, when we get to the summer transfer window, for example, I'll put in the Discord my save file for this FM save. And then I'm going to put the list of positions that I need with the prices, like with the budget that for each position. And I'll put that on the Discord. And then I'm basically going to have people, first come, first serve. Like, let's say I need a striker, right back, and a DM. You come in the Discord before everyone else and you say, I'll do the striker. So you go into my save, you look on the market, you put the players in, and then you just send me the file with the 3 options for the striker position. And then the next stream, when we're doing the market, I see, if we spin striker, I pick from the players that you have picked. So that way, it was my way to basically get, people from, my viewers to help out with a save, like have a hand in their in the save. That way, let's say, we are that way when we're playing the games, like you, let's say, I don't know, gave me Haaland, for example, if I ever have enough money to afford Haaland. Then, you see Haaland score and you're like, I got him for you. You know what I mean? 16-year-old has got his first Bundesliga goal. Ooh, nice. Was it a banger? Oh yeah, I should also mention this should link you to my Discord channel. So, that way also you can, if you have any cool FM stories, any cool FM screenshots, anything like that, I have like I guess, is it a channel or is it? I have a Football Manager text channel where, you can talk about FM with other people and stuff like that. It's not really been popping off. I saw. It's not really been popping off that much, but that if it's there. So if anyone ever wants to talk about FM, if everyone needs help, maybe picking between 2 players and stuff, yeah, but go for it, bro. Go for it. That's exactly what it's there for sure. For sure. I'm actually really interested in seeing how this guy looks. But yeah, also the reason I am currently just simming the games is because for the first 2 seasons, until we get to the Bundesliga, I'm probably just going to sim the games because the signings aren't going to be like that crazy. Like, we're not really going to have that much money until we get to the Bundesliga, realistically speaking. So I just want to basically expedite getting to the Bundesliga as quickly as possible. Let's see this guy. Oh my God. Bro, this guy is crazy. Oh my God, dude, this guy is wild. And his physicals are just going to get better, bro. Because he's so young. And I mean, mentals are also going to get better. But bro, he's basically got the holy trinity, by the way. 15 dribbling, 15 finishing, and 13 first touch. 16 passing, 16 technique. This guy is crazy. Dude, that's a very good baller right there. That's a very good baller right there. Alidu Tofic from Ghana. That's sick, bro. That is very cool. Yeah, there was a viewer back in the day. Well, I guess on FM24, so 2 years ago. Yeah, bro. Honestly, understandable why you had to do a double take. Very understandable. But yeah, I had a viewer back in the day who we were doing a save where I basically had my viewers 3-1. Let's go, man. Let's go. I basically had my viewers create their own player, and we made a whole team of, the Twitch viewers and the Discord. So it was really cool. And he bombarded that Football Manager channel with his youth intakes, and bro, they were crazy, bro. But he was in 2040, so he just got injured. Oh, that's not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see. You take him preview, yes. Oh yeah. Also, the other thing, the let's see the goals as well. The youth facilities in this save, it was only a day or two though. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. The youth facilities in this save are maxed out because the way that it's gonna work, and I did. I'm pretty sure I put it in the rules. But the way it works is, let's say that I have let's say I have a striker. All right. Let's say I have a striker with 5-star potential. I need to see the goals. I have a striker with 5-star potential in the youth setup, right? And I need a striker for next season. So you're doing strikers. You look through my youth setup and you're like, you know what? I'm going to put this youth striker as a potential cheap option for Albi to pick from. And obviously then you give me a mid option and a high option. But the promoting a young player would obviously be free. So I would not spend nearly as much money, which would be class. Yeah, the reason obviously I made the youth facilities and all that stuff maxed out is because one, that way we don't have to worry about it, and two, it also makes it viable to maybe actually include youth prospects in the picks or the transfer market, or else we'd probably just never see them play. You know what I mean? So, wish I had the editor to check his PA. That would be cool. Also, can we laugh at Inter? Are you Inter fan? Mate. How do I put this lightly, bro? I don't have anything no. I am a Juventus fan. So we are also in the mud. Okay? But Bodo Glimt is the best team in the world of football, mate. Also, I have to say that, and it's not just because you're here, by the way, Liverpool is my English team. Because my dad loved watching, my dad fell in love with Liverpool, also because, Ian Rush was a Juventus player, so there's a connection there. Then the Heysel disaster, So there's a connection between Juventus and Liverpool. So my dad, kind of grew to love Liverpool as his English team, and I kind of got that love. And whenever people are like, "Oh, you're just saying that because Liverpool's good," I started fully following Liverpool in 2011, 2011-12, when Andy Carroll was there. So, you know what I mean? We're off of this season. Mate, Szoboszlai's having a season. Look, I think Oh my God, what a finish. All right. What a finish, bro. What a finish. Brendan Rodgers, yeah. No, dude, Szoboszlai is like here, bro. Right here, bro. He's right up there. But I think it's... I'm gonna take it to a serious level here. No, not really, but I think it's tough to judge the season because if you think about it, like mentally, I think the players are like obviously I'm not saying the players like don't care, but mentally the players are like probably them, dude, every time they walk into training, every time they go to the stadium, every single day, all they can probably think about is Diogo Jota. That's why I'm saying, like, obviously, do I think Arne Slot is the greatest manager in the world? Absolutely not. And I do think, while he does have his props for winning the Prem last season, I do think they won the Prem off of Klopp's, enthusiasm and energy, and it was still mostly Klopp's squad. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a memento forever, bro. But this year, granted, they've also been unlucky with, well, obviously DJ. But I mean that's like that like goes like above football. You know what I mean? I also just realized there's an ad break, so you might not even be able to hear me. So my bad. Yeah, I mean, I think another big issue is that, for example, it's taken time for Wirtz to perform. Isak is somewhere. You know what I mean? He's there. He's there. Yeah, Gakpo has gone nosediving down. Salah's performances haven't been great. Van Dijk's performances haven't been great. It's a bit... Dude, yeah, Rio is a gem, bro. Rio is a gem. He is class. Chiesa as well. I love seeing Chiesa play, bro. You know what I mean? I find it hard not to be happy when I see Chiesa play. The few times he actually gets to play. But yeah, I think it's hard to judge this season, like, well and truly the way it should be judged. So you don't like Slot, I gather. I do not. Okay, there you go. Would you like Xabi Alonso? That's another win, man. Come on. Would you like Xabi Alonso at the club? And do you think Xabi Alonso is a good manager? Let me put it that way. I disagree with many of his decisions. Yeah. I mean, I have to agree with it. I just... Slot seems... You want to say no? That's fair. Slot just seems like he's almost like afraid to give Chiesa a chance because he knows that if Chiesa like just carries, then he's gonna have to basically just say like, I was wrong. You know what I mean? That is also a good point. Yeah, that's a very good point. I will say, while I do think Kirkish, he's going to marry Gakpo soon. I mean, yeah, Luis Enrique would be a dream. While I do think Kirkish can do a back four, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I can say the same thing about Frimpong. And I like Frimpong. But I just think he's not a fullback. He's either a wingback or like a right mid. You know what I mean? I also should say I haven't watched as much Liverpool as I have Juve because I don't have Peacock, for example. But I just like the few games I have been able to watch and like, seeing the results and stuff like that. And also, Twitter helps. I don't know. It seems like a lot of, new signings just haven't been up to it. You know what I mean? That's a great finish. Isak, for example, is a shadow of his former self. Granted, next season, I think he's going to destroy the league. Ekitike has been insane. Florian, bro, I think Wirtz, I always said, even the beginning of the season, I don't think Wirtz sucks. I think he just needed time to adapt, which is fair. He's young, going into the Prem from the Bundesliga, which historically is a very hard transition. And now with time, slowly but surely, he's getting there. He's getting to his level. You definitely need a DM. You definitely need a DM because Gravenberch is a box-to-box. McAllister is like I think McAllister can play a DM, but I don't know. You need like a DM. You know what I mean? No, yeah, he was, bro. I don't know what it was with Klopp, but Gravenberch last season was, or not last season, but actually last season and the season before he was class. This year, struggling a bit. Yeah. But, unironically, great finish. Unironically, a DM, okay. Let me ask you this, because you probably also watch a lot more Prem in general than I do. So, would you say you travel home and away? Oh, damn. So you're like diehard, mate. Nice. My dream is to go to a Liverpool game, bro. Season ticket, bro. Nice, bro. Nice. My dream is to go to Anfield. 5 to 6 weeks, we can heal him. Yes. Yes. We can heal him. 5 to 6 weeks. Yeah, bro. The dream is, because I've been to Anfield, but not on game day, just like to do the stadium tour. But my dream is to be not necessarily in the Kop, but my dream is to be at Anfield for a game, especially a Champions League game, and sing "You'll Never Walk Alone." That is like that is at the top with just seeing Juve win the Champions League. Yeah, bro. UCL nights, I mean, Liverpool is the team for UCL nights. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is what I was going to ask. Between these two, who would you take to play a DM? Okay? Adam Wharton or Elliot Anderson? Or do you have a third name that you would like to throw in the hat? Because I don't know, like, you tell me, what do you think Liverpool need at DM right now? Like, do you think you need a DLP or do you think you need like a Caicedo type? Also, I can ask this because you're a Liverpool fan. Do you miss Darwin? Do you miss Darwin Nunez? All right, this is going to be the last game of the stream, by the way, boys. We powered through. we did power through, which is very, very, very good. Bring me Darwin back any day of the week. Nice. He just brought vibes and just craziness. All right. This is the lineup for the last game. Let's do this. Come on, boys. Yes! Yes! We're getting up there. We're not even that far. We're 1 point away. We're 1 point away from the top. Elliot Anderson is a quality player. However, I would like to have Bruno G. Yeah. That's fair, bro. Yeah, Bruno G. Dude, it's crazy to me how many goals he gets. And to piss off the two. Yeah. That's very fair. Yeah, Bruno G is what? Is it crazy to say that he's a little underrated? Because I feel like only now people are rating him. But does that make him underrated because people before were just not crazy about him? Love the Toon Tears. Oh, there you go. Let's see the goals. That's 4 games in a row with a win. If we win why do we have a friendly here? I guess that's fair. If we win this game, we get a token for winning 5 in a row and a token for beating one of the top 3 teams in the league. Nice. I think he was overlooked a bit because of how good Joelinton has been. Yeah, bro. Speaking of Newcastle, and speaking of... Oh, it's a pen, but you don't have to watch it. And speaking of DMs, bring me, as a Juventus fan, Sandro Tonali. Please. Please, bro. And I will be happy. I've been happier with Locatelli this season, and I've been happier with Thuram this season, but, bro, bring me Tonali and my life is complete. I don't care, bro. At that point, I don't care. Sheesh. Nice. I'm guessing Bayern is in second. Oh, bro, you got that, bro. Nah, you got that, bro. You have the sauce. You have the sauce, bro. You have the sauce. Bayern second, and I have at home next. That's a title decider. That's a title decider. You know what I mean? Chops. All I'm gonna say is, you better put the result in the Discord. You better put the result in the Discord. I need to know how that game goes. I'm invested now. But yeah, lads, it is time to end the stream. I will remind you guys to keep an eye on the Discord, because I will make a separate channel for the save where I'll put information and all that good stuff. I have a reputation of beating Bayern. Mate. And you're cooking. I have faith. I have faith in you, bro. 3-0. 3-0. But yeah, anyways, next stream might be tomorrow. But if it's not tomorrow, depending on the Juve result, no, I'm kidding. It might be tomorrow, it might not. I don't know what I'm doing. If it's not tomorrow, then it might be on Wednesday. Or Friday. So any of the next 3 days, there might be a stream. Prepare your DMs. I shall. Yeah, I know. I know. Nathan, don't you worry. I am aware of, I am aware. But yeah, Nathan, Chop, it's been a absolute pleasure chatting with both of you. And I will talk to you guys on the next stream. Keep an eye out on the Discord for any information about the save. And I think that's all. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Eat well. Have a good dinner. Have a good morning when you wake up. You know, stay hydrated, whatever. I'll talk to you guys next time. on stream. Peace. Nah, lad. It's actually, yeah, of course. See.